What's up, everybody? It's your boy Steve from the Watch Corner, and this morning, November the 14th, we're going to be doing the State of the Collection Part 2. I figured I'd do it down here in the dining room with my dope LED light. I slept in a little bit this morning. I walked the dog, my Seiko 97 Kinetic, drank some coffee, made a bacon cheddar quiche, which I'll show you guys before we flip around to get to the State of the Collection. And yes, I am wearing the Breitling Blackbird. Loving the honeymoon with this thing. A total overhaul from Breitling. And if you haven't watched that video, watch that video on my Breitling Nightmare Part 2. It's funny how I do these, and my 1863 E.N. Welch clock sometimes is dinging, so it's 8 o'clock now. So let's go ahead and get this camera flipped around. We'll check out this quiche, and then we'll start the State of the Collection. As promised, oh yeah, the bacon cheddar quiche goodness is right here. I can't wait to rip into this with my wife for breakfast. Yummy, yummy. All right, before we get started, wristwatch check. The 90s vintage Breitling Blackbird, fully serviced Wednesday, back from service Wednesday, from Breitling Factory Service. It's brand spanking new looking, and I'm loving this. The honeymoon continues with this, and it's keeping amazing time. They redid everything, and it's awesome. The hands, the hour and minute have been reloomed. It's amazing, amazing, amazing. So let's go ahead and start. We're going to start with my watch roll in front of me first. And we're going to start just left to right. And you can see I do little tags. And here comes Charlie. Let's see here. This is a Waltham tank style watch. This is a 1934 Waltham 17 jewel manual wind. I love this watch. They're all come fully serviced. Waltham marked crown. Beautiful watch. Hey, Charlie. Say hi to everybody, Charlie. That's my boy. Yeah, you want to be in the video, that's fine. Everybody likes to see you. Next up, we have the vintage 60s. I don't have these all wound. They're all working or fully serviced. The vintage 60s Invicta manual wind. Now, judging by the size of the ones these days, this is insane how small that they actually used to be when they came out. Come on, Charlie. Watch out, Bubby. And then here we have the Lord Elgin 1943 21 jewel caliber 559 manual wind. This is 14 karat gold filled. Like I said, all these are fully serviced from Gerard's Watches, where I get them from. Now here's the beautiful Lord Elgin tank style rose gold filled. The Lord Elgin 1942 21 jewel manual wind caliber 559 and 14 karat rose gold filled. Now the Lord Elgin was the top of the line back then. You had the Elgin and the Lord Elgin, and you could only get the Lord Elgin if you were wealthy back then. Now we have the 1942, I believe, Everright King from UK. A British officer wore this in one of the conflicts. This was given to me by Adrian Sales, Somewhere in Time YouTube channel. Then we have the, I don't know, 60s, 50s or 60s military, the Lido manual wind watch. Very cool. Like I said, this series is going to be going on for a while. I'm not sure what year this one is. I have to ask my watchmaker, Tony, because I bought it from him. I believe it's a 1943 manual wind Elgin. Very, very cool. And then last but not least, and I told you guys I had two more Invicta, so I have the vintage one. I still have another one to show you when I did the State of the Collection Part 1. Here is a Vostok vintage. Very, very cool. Have it on this awesome NATO type strap. The Bond, this is what they call, right, the Bond strap. So very super cool. All right, I stopped this to go to the bathroom. Now we're going to do my other watch box. Now, all these watches I'm showing you, the watch roll was in my antique dresser where I taped from. And this next box sits on top of the left of my antique dresser. So we're going to go from left to right. This is a Bulova manual wine. And wow, we're getting mail. We're getting a regular mail delivery on Sunday. That's how backed up the post office is. This thing's beautiful. I love it. I got this from Gerard's watches. Let me see, because I have the description here on it, so I can read it. Like I said, I have some information on some of them. So this is a 17 jewel manual wine, okay? 1950s. Very good. Very, very cool. I like this watch a lot. So yeah, I keep all the descriptions, or I like to have tags with them if I know what they are. I mean, some of them I can still find out. I just got to pop the back off of them, you know what I mean, to find out what they are. But yeah, I think that's interesting that we're getting mail today. Now here I got the tag for this one. It's a Caravella, which is made by Bulova. 1971 7 jewel. 11 DP manual wine. This is one I also purchased from Gerard's watches.com. He deals with mainly vintage. Now this one's an interesting story to it. I don't know. This is I'm gonna say like a 70s, 60s or 70 Elgin. I love this dial. It's super dope. I found this at the flea market where my watchmaker Tony has a store at for $5. I had to purchase a stretch band for $5, and Tony had to buff the acrylic crystal out from all the scratches for $5. So, yeah, for 15, I bought it for $5. I put 10 or 15, and I think the stretch band was $10. So yeah, I put 15 into it, bought it for $5, so $20. I have a beautiful, working perfectly manual wine Elgin watch. Now I love this one. This is a Hamilton manual wine that I purchased from Tony, my watchmaker. I don't know. I'm going to say like maybe 70s, because we're getting into a little bit of the bigger watch now. I love this with the small second hand down above the 6 o'clock position. Here, Charlie's coming back up again. Come on, Charlie, leave my case open. And I love this is another one through, I got to put the lid down on this because Charlie keeps rubbing up against it for attention. This is my Hamilton 1949 Brent 14 karat gold filled. I absolutely love this one. That's another one, like I said, I bought from Tony, my watchmaker. I only buy my vintage watches from Tony because they come fully serviced, or Gerards.com. Oh, because, stop it, Charlie, come on, get back. Because they're fully serviced. Now, I also got this one from Gerard. This is a vintage Mobato. I love this. It's an awesome watch, you know, quartz. It's the thin style, which I like. Come on, Charlie, watch out. Now, another vintage Mobato that I got from Gerard's on the bracelet, which is super, super dope. And it's also the thin line. I love this one. It has the pin and collar system with the butterfly deployment bracelet. Now, here's one that's very near and dear from my very good friend Kenny6139 over on Instagram. This is a Pulsar 1980, the Y5136019. I love this Pepsi Pulsar 1980. The story behind this is he answered an ad on Instagram and found a lady who had this in her husband's watch drawer that passed away. And it was just a head, okay? So he has an Uncle Seiko waffle strap on this, okay? Very, very comfortable. Uncle Seiko have one of the most comfortable straps. They're a little bit more pricey. They're $40, but they're worth every penny of it. I would love to find the original bracelet for it and put it back on, because originally it did. So I am looking with the help of Tony, my watchmaker. Now, this one is very special to me. This is a railroad. In the 9 o'clock position, it says Union Pacific. It's a railroad watch. It's a Pulsar, September 1999, given to me by my co-worker and friend, Steve. His dad only collected railroad watches and pocket watches, and it was just sitting in his drawer, and he knows my love of horology, and he knew that I would take care of it. When I got it, just needed a battery. So that's it. This one here is super, super dope. This is a early 2000s because they did not start making, I believe this is the early 2000s. I get confused with tag. They started making quartz later, okay? So this is a vintage. This is a men's. Look how small it is. On the original bracelet. the screw down crown on it, it's not working. I might have to see if I can get Tony to fix it. I bought it like that. But this is the original bracelet. I had it on a leather strap for a while, and I put it back on the bracelet because I think it looks better. But I don't know. I want to say it's like the early 2000s. I don't know, 90s or 2000s. They didn't start making quartz Tag Heuer till later on. So I get confused. There's really no information that I found on it. If somebody wants to let me know in the comments, I'd appreciate it. But yeah, they started making quartz very late. They stuck with automatic and manual wind for a long time. So I have no idea on the year of this, but it is the smaller size. And like I said, this is a men's. I love it. It's an awesome watch. And here's one that I got from my good friend JR, my Seiko obsession. The Citizen, Citizen Eagle 7. This is 21 joules, February 1982. I absolutely love this date complication. Beautiful silver dial on original bracelet, marked Citizen. And then the last one, this is one of my personal favorites. It's a 1920 World War I Waltham military trench watch with a 14 karat gold case back. Now, I have the information on it. I'll read it. It's not a solid 14 karat gold case back like I thought. It has a layer of it on it. I'll read what it says. It's a 15 joule manual wind movement, weight porcelain dial with the luminous numbers, which was radium, blue and black hands with luminous centers, base metal case with the base metal snap-on back, has a layer of 14 karat yellow gold on it. And I like this military style strap. So it's a layer of 14 karat gold on it. I'll go ahead, since I said all that, and show you guys. I thought it was solid. No, it's a layer on it. It just has a layer on it, which I think that's kind of odd. I don't know why they would put a layer on it. Why not just make it solid? So yeah, but it's still pretty dope. I mean, and the lug system on this is pretty wild too. Look, I actually bent them to get them straighter than they were. But look, it has a layer, and it's like a textured, it's a layered 14 karat gold, which is pretty cool. So that's all I have. I hope you all are enjoying my state of collection. Every 2 weeks, I'm coming out with a video on my state of collection. Is just going to be dropping it. Look, here's Charlie, everybody. I can go ahead and see Charlie for a minute. So I hope you all enjoy this type of content. We're 125 away from 500 subscribers. If you haven't already watched my 500 subscriber video, please watch it, because there's going to be 3 prizes, first, second, and third. And basically, to win, you have to like, obviously subscribe, make sure your subscriptions are not private so I can check. And also, you have to comment. I'm going to use the random comment generator to pick the 3 winners. Now, if you like this type of content, please give the thumbs up, hit the bell notification so you know when I'm uploading, comment. And like I said, again, if you're not subscribed, do so and check out the video. All right, Charlie, let's sign off. As I always say, please remember, time is short. Let someone you care about know how much you love them today. And thank you, everyone who's been supporting me since the channel started in March. We're going to have great things coming to the channel. And I hope everybody enjoys my state of collection, because I know people want to see it because I have such a big range from modern to vintage. So I appreciate every single one of you, and have a fantastic Sunday, Watts family.